I will be using today Americana, the Coart Americana paint, banana cream, light buttermilk, snow titanium white, burnt sienna, honey brown, traditional burnt umber, dark chocolate, and carbon black. So the brushes that I will be using are my favorite brushes, which are Black Gold by Dynasty shaders. These are the brushes that I'm going to be using for today. The liner is also by Dynasty. Here it is. 206L. Size 5/0. This is the beautiful pour that we're going to enhance today. And we're going to put a mouse coming out from there. I want to give you an advice. Since this is a surface that is very glossy, it is hard to transfer the pattern. But if you put a coat of the Traditions glazing medium, so the Quart Traditions glazing medium, then it is gonna be able to take better the pattern. And what you do, you put the pattern on top, and underneath you put the white charcoal paper. So it's lighter on the part, and then you go over with the stylus. I have a video that I'm gonna put at the top of the link where I show you how to do the tracing. I coated the eyes with black, carbon black, and I'm putting this burnt umber around in here. Let's see. And put it in here. Maybe more burnt umber than anything else. So I'm mixing the banana cream with the brown, with the burnt umber, and I'm making a lighter version for here. Gonna make it a tiny bit more darker in there, so I'm gonna put a tiny bit more of the brown burnt umber. Banana cream plus burnt umber. I didn't need a small flat brush instead of the liner. This is a 0 flat. Banana cream plus burnt umber plus dark chocolate. Lighter version. That has a tiny bit of burnt sienna. Maybe let's just put in there honey brown. In here, this honey brown is not good. Oh, having trouble when a color is not good. So I'm gonna take the white, mix it with the honey brown, and maybe a tiny bit of chocolate, and a tiny bit of the banana. Add a tiny bit of the burnt sienna. Mixing, oops, seeing that there was black in there. We don't want black. So this coloring here. And maybe should have fresh colors, but I don't, and I don't have time to order new colors. I wanted to do these. My colors are not too good, but hopefully you have good colors. I'm gonna mix some of that burnt sienna in here, and this is gonna be the base coat color for my mouse. I added some black whiskers so I do not lose them, and base coat my mousey with this color completely. Putting a coat of the color that I mixed, and I'm gonna let it dry, and I'm not gonna put a second coat because we're gonna do lots and lots of hairs. We just want to cover a tiny bit that blue color that was underneath. Then that top section gets darker with the dark chocolate mixed with this color. Tiny more of the burnt sienna mixed in. This area is darker. I mean more reddish and also darker, but let's put the red and then we make it darker. Let's put more of the honey brown. Honey brown plus the banana cream. Let's make this area creamier. Oops. Maybe not that creamy, right? Let's make it tiny bit of the black mixed with that color that we mixed, and tiny bit of black. Make it this area goes more into the shading area. Burnt sienna, probably We probably should now at this point use let's see, more lighter color. So I'm adding more white and making it a tiny bit lighter. Not too much. Kind of a grayish color. Oops, more of the camel mix. Maybe some of the brown. Okay, so let's wait until, you can either wait until it dries naturally or you can hit it with the hair dryer. So highlight, white highlight, and let's put some black plus dark brown, traditional burnt ombres. Black traditional burnt umber, and we're going to start making dark lines. Probably need another line, different liner than this. That have long hairs, and it is called the 206 MSC. We are going to be making dark lines. We need to be refilling, and let's put all these dark lines in here. There's also in here there are dark lines. The mouth. Probably should not be putting this yet. Let me clean it. Let's see. Let's do the dark lines, and then we can do the lighter lines. Let me see. Sometimes it is easier to do this with the flat brush and just make lines, marks. And then use the other brush. And I put the mix that we did in here. Probably clean the brush. The mix that we did with a tiny bit of the light buttermilk, and then and a tiny bit of the banana cream, and make it creamier. Then tiny bit of the honey brown section. burnt sienna plus the mix. Blending both. As needs to be darker, so let's go to the burnt umber. Needs to be a tiny bit darker in there and in here. More of the red plus the burnt umber. Tiny bit of the red in here and in here. Maybe a tiny bit in here. The mix that we did, mix with that burnt umber. Oops, I was too light for that area. Okay, so let's work on that other eye. Black. White highlight on that eye, which gets a tiny bit of the black. Not that much black. Dark gray. Dark gray plus the brown. Burnt umber. Dark brown. You can put some light also on this area. Sometimes the brush needs a tiny bit more water. with the light. You can do light whiskers. I think they get shorter in there. There. As you get closer to here, you still see some dark ones, so let's bring some dark ones with the black plus the dark chocolate burnt umber. So you still have some very, very dark ones and some light ones. On both sides. So I'm gonna do the whisker on the other side and we'll be right back. So now it is just putting more hairs. You already have the colors. This is lighter in here. There's some light in here, but this section is not as light as this other section. And so we already gave you the color, so what you have to do now is put lots and lots of hair, as many as you can,